the day you gave us, April 13th, 2020. We'd like to think tonight about a full-orbed Christian life, a Christian life that is fully balanced, a Christian life which is operating so as to be for the glory of our God. Three aspects I want to discern from 2 Peter and 2 Timothy rather, and chapter 2. The first one has to do with the word of the Lord. And Paul says to Timothy, do your best to present yourself to God as one approved, a worker who has no need to be ashamed, rightly handling the word of truth. Firstly, we need to be word of truth people. We need to be those who understand the word of God. We need to be those who live by the word of God. We need to be those who study the word of God. That's the first thing I want to have as a realization that it is critical for us to live healthily for God, that we must have the word of God in our lives. Secondly, I want to think about the purity that should be in our lives. We should be those who cultivate a life which reflects the character of God. So we read in verse 21 of 2 Timothy chapter 2, therefore, if anyone cleanses himself from what is dishonourable, he will be a vessel for honourable use, set apart as holy, useful to the master of the house, ready for every good work. There should be a sense of holiness, a sense of rejecting those things that are bad and cultivating those things that are acceptable to God. We should set ourselves in the direction of holiness. So there is the word of God we need the cultivation of a character of holiness. And yet, as we come to consider those two things, there is a danger that those things can be held in a harsh way. There can be a harshness to the character when it is just with those two things. We need the third aspect for a full-orbed, rounded Christianity. And so we read Paul saying to Timothy, the Lord's servant must not be quarrelsome, but kind to everyone, able to teach, patiently enduring evil. And I want to concentrate there upon the fact of the being kind to everyone. There should be a kindness that is reflected in the life of a true believer. There should be a generosity of spirit. There should be a willingness to listen and to consider others and to do good to others. And so with that kindness, we see the word of God will flow in a sweet way, which is wholesome and which is generously benefiting people. And our holiness will not be a cold thing, but it will be a warm thing. So that is the day you gave us, April 13th, 2020.